Jacob, would you like to tell me why the state trooper?
Tell your joke.
Why that chicken so funny?
Why? Tell your joke.
Jacob, would you like to tell me?
What's up, everybody? Just checking in. We'll see if anybody shows up. I'll give it about 2 or 3 minutes, see if anybody pops on. If not, I'm going to take right off. Won't waste too much time today. There's actually a fly in this room. That's messed up. Pretty sure I just had a fly on my nose. I can go back and check. Coffee cups up, everybody. Cheers. There's Dan. What's happening, bro? I popped on. I figured I might even get to see you. Well, you can see me, but I can't see you. Coffee cups up, man. Cheers to you. I just hopped on for a little while. I started doing Instagram, and I got 1,000 subscribers or followers on there just like that within a couple days playing guitar. So that's good. I can actually start making some money on there. Not a whole lot, but it'll be right on. I didn't know if that uploaded or not. Still never checked that. Thanks. Yeah, I'm digging that guitar. It's definitely killer. Just checking that now real quick. Yep. Yeah, it just says there's one to watch. Right on. Yeah, I had a little jam on there earlier. I've been trying to go right on. Yeah, a whole 82. I only need 5,000 to get to about where I want to be. It's probably never going to happen, but who knows? Maybe one of these days it'll start popping up, skyrocketing. I think maybe I'm just not hashtagging my stuff enough. Could be that, but I did put that new Harley Benton on. I'm pretty sure it's on now on YouTube. I just did a little jam on there. Pretty much the same thing I did over on TikTok earlier. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm not going to stop doing it regardless, even if I only had one person, which I know you're always there, Dan. So even if I rock out and you're the only cat that watches, it's still worth at least that for me, honestly. If I'm entertaining one person, that's enough for me, let alone many. So you never know. We'll see what happens. But it's a lot of fun. I'm always going to jam. So I figured, fuck it. Might as well record it while I do. I figured hell with it. I'll go live for a little bit tonight and see if anybody pops on. Glad you made it, bro. How's everything in your world? Right on. That's killer, bro. I really appreciate your support, for real. It's kept me going a few times. I thought about shutting her down, and I thought, nah, I can't do that. Can't dust Dan. Be a pretty shitty thing to do. I just won't do it. But oh, no doubt. Power's out. That sucks, bro. Wow. Did you guys have a bad storm? That absolutely sucks, man. That hoots. Oh, there's nothing like not having any power. Ah, right on. Wow, that's crazy. Right on. Doing a little maintenance work. Hopefully they hurry the hell up. Guys got to have lights. That sucks. Yeah, I have a tiny little generator to back up when the power goes out, just in case. I can only run like a little 6-way off of it, but at least I can turn some lights on and the coffee pot and the microwave. The kids always go nuts though, because they can't, they don't have any social media or their Xboxes and TVs. Every once in a while, if it's going to be out for a long time, I'll probably hook one of those up or so. But then you got 10 kids all wanting to share, and that don't work very often or very well. Right on. Oh, I do. I do. Hell, when I was a kid, we didn't have all that. I had a Nintendo or a Sega or whatever, and it was go outside and play when it got light out, and don't come back in until the lights are ready to go out. Unless you're bleeding. That's what my mom said. You have to be bleeding real bad too. Just the way it was. Kids today will never ever understand that. But that's what it is. Right on. Yep, me too. Always bicycling and riding a dirt bike, one of the two. In fact, a funny story of that is when I did get my first dirt bike, my little sister used to always beg and beg and beg and nag the shit out of me to ride it. So I learned how to pop wheelies, and I'd take her way out to the field, and I'd do one of two things. I'd either pop a wheelie and buck her off the back like a wild stallion, and I'd take off real fast and make her walk back home and laugh at her as she's walking back through the cornfield. She was never very happy about it. And sometimes I would just get out there and I'd stall the bike on purpose. I'd pop the clutch. I wasn't a very nice brother. And I would tell her, well, you have to get off for a second so I can start it. And I'd hurry up and kickstart it and take off back to the house real quick. And again, sit at the barn and watch her pissed off walking back. Probably a shitty thing to do, but she wasn't a very nice sister either. She used to always steal my shit. So paybacks are a biatch. You get them where you can, you know. I used to keep money in my sock drawer when I started working. I'd come home and try to find some money for cigarettes or whatever I was doing, saving money. And it was she gone. No more money left to be had. And I knew who took it every time. It was my sister Ginger. If you're watching, I know it was you. But it was fun. Those were the good days. She still has a BB in her knee, actually. That's bringing back a whole bunch of memories now thinking about that. We were standing out at my barn one day, and I told her I had a BB gun, and I told her, I said, hey, if you take one more step, I was smoking cigarettes behind the barn, and I knew she'd tell. So I told her, I said, don't take one more step. I said, if you do, I'm going to shoot you in the knee. She took that step. She still has that BB in her knee to this day. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, we did too, actually. We used to have a lot of BB gun fights when I was a kid. I lived close to, there was farms on each side of me. So there was always big round bales and all kinds of stuff back there. And the one day there was a boy, there was these Christian kids that lived up the road, super nice kids, but they lived up the road from like 5 houses up from me. And the dude that lived across the road from me was an absolute hellion. He was always in and out of detention centers and all kinds of shit. He was always in trouble, but we had a lot of fun together. He never did me wrong. So, but anyhow, we were standing on his front porch one day and he just got a new BB gun, one of the pump ones. It was pretty powerful. He probably pumped that thing up like 10 or 15 times. And old boy was riding his bicycle up the road in between our houses. And I seen him take aim. I said, dude, don't do it, man. Don't shoot him. He's like, I'm going to shoot his tire. I'm going to shoot his tire. He wasn't aiming for his tire at all. He hit that kid right here in the arm. And that dude, he hit him and he came back. And as soon as he came back, he rode over to the house, like kind of screaming, crying a little bit, obviously, rightfully so. And we took him in the kitchen. He's like, can you get it out? Can you get it out? It was wedged like way underneath his skin. It was in there pretty good. It must have been in the muscle or in the meat or something. So we're like pushing on it and squeezing it like a pimple, and that thing wasn't coming out. So dude goes to his drawer in the kitchen and breaks out this giant butcher's knife. He's like, I'll get it out. Fucking dude took off running faster than anybody I ever seen in my life. You're not touching me with that. Motherfucker was gone. I'll never forget that. The cops got called and they had to have a talking to with both of us. And actually that the cop actually told us, and I still don't understand to this day. I've told a whole bunch of people this. The town I lived in, which I won't say so I don't get in trouble or anyone else in trouble. Of course, this was 20 years ago, so it probably doesn't matter. But the cop told us after he gave us a long talking to about not shooting people with the BB gun anymore. And he told us, if you ever want to kill anybody, you could take a BB gun and shoot him right here in the temple, and it will kill him. And back then he said there's not enough evidence that you can get off a BB like that when it's blood soaked to get any evidence off of it. So you could definitely kill somebody and get away with it like that. Yeah, a cop told me that. I was thinking, then I really didn't think shit of it. I was thinking, wow, it's pretty crazy. I'm glad he didn't do that. But now I'm sitting here thinking, why the hell would you tell a kid that? That pretty much gave us full range to go whack people. We never did. I never did anyhow. I was never partook in any of that shit. But the things you do in your freaking kids, live and learn. You got to be careful with what you're doing. I teach my kids gun safety, a lot of it. And all my kids have guns, and they don't mess around too much, but I make them be very, very safe. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't, because I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be sitting in the cell with Bubba. As you can see, I'm not a very big fella, so that probably wouldn't have went so good for this guy. The only good thing that comes out of going to prison, I guess, is you have a lot of time to write music and play guitar, but who the hell is ever going to hear it from there? The warden? Never been a fan of jail. I spent like 1 week in jail, I think, my whole life, and it was for some shit I did not even do, honestly. Well, of course, that's what they all say, but I really didn't do a thing. A quick little story on that was right on, killer. Have a great one. Glad the power came back on. I'm going to go out and jump off here as well. Got to work tomorrow. So have a great night, everybody. Hope all is well in your world. Take her easy. Coffee cups up, everybody.